every so often you kind of have a itch that you can't scratch, or word on the tip of your tongue that you can't quite define, and it doesn't come to you. And whole campaign has been sort of like that. I've been concerned about the Office of Budget Management, for example, where we can't find out what the projected income of the state is and that sort of thing. But we can talk about Lehman Brothers from the director of that department every time she turns up. Well, this situation that has been described to you here today is a continuation of that same sort of thing. As one who spent 34 years on the banking committee and 34 years on the insurance committee, I know that there are an awful lot of really good people in financial services area. They're not all bad people by a long shot. There have been those who are disappointments, gross disappointments, who've abused the authority that they had in running financial institutions. But that is not the tenor of the entire industry. In fact, Ohio has been a center of that industry for years, and a very important center of that industry. But what I found in this directory really troubles me, and I think each of you now have a copy of it, and that is that the person who's been attacking in Ohio this industry, which I regard as a very important Ohio industry, those attacks have been really hypocritical. Because when you go through this book, you'll see that, in fact, the governor of the state of Ohio has been doing business with all of these people that he's attacking, and that he's indicating that the Republican candidate for governor of Ohio has somehow been in cahoots with to some evil end. Well, let me say that if that were true, the fact that this incumbent governor continued to do business with the Lehman Brothers and its successor in interest is really remarkable. There is a survivor of Lehman. When you have a bankruptcy, there's a survivor, and the state has continued to do business with that survivor despite the governor's hypocritical comments about Lehman Brothers. I do reject hypocrisy. If the governor really feels that way about the financial services industry, as important as it is in this state, and as many jobs as it provides, if he really feels that way, then he should not be gathering up funds from those folks as he has been doing in the millions of dollars. In addition, it seems to me that it reflects an attitude that really does trouble me. In this business, you either have a consistent view of what you believe, or else you're a hypocrite. You can't criticize people on an ongoing basis and then reach out to them for help in a campaign. Our economy has gone into the dumper. We are faced with long-term, very serious problems of finance and budget. But if the governor really believes that the financial industry and Lehman Brothers are so bad, why does he take $1.5 million from them, take money from the Lehman family, and continue to give business to Lehman Brothers and its successor? Sooner or later, people who have this sort of split personality end up getting into trouble, and our state is in trouble. We need a leadership at the OBM and in the governor's office which is directed to getting this state turned around. And instead, we have these vicious attacks, in my opinion, on an industry that has done a great deal for Ohio, and on an individual who was involved with that industry in a way that provided jobs and created them. I think it's time for the governor to focus on Ohio's problems and not worry about problems with people with whom he's doing business on an ongoing basis. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.